What's up guys, it's Sophie, and since it's freezing outside, I have my puffy gray sweater, the one that I am obsessed with. But anyways, for today's video, I'm going to be doing one of my most requested videos ever. I'm going to be doing how I edit my Instagram photos. People literally always make fun of me that I care so much about my Instagram feed, but I care not really to impress people, but basically because I like taking pictures and I like sharing them with people and I like doing really cool filters. It's really fun and I really like it, so that's why I love Instagram so much. It's probably my favorite social network. I know that I've been asked to do this video so many times, but I never did it because like when you guys were asking me, my Instagram feed was changing so much. But now I think I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. Like I'm really happy with my Instagram feed right now. I know that this is not a fall related video. I couldn't really think of like any other fall things to do, and also this was really requested, so I just decided to do this video. If you are new to my channel, then hi, I'm Sophie. You should totally click that subscribe button down below this video to become a part of the Sophielovexo family. If you like Instagram, then give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so basically I'm just like going through my Instagram right now. This is my profile. My Instagram is called sophielovexo_, so if you guys want to follow me, you definitely should. I called it sophielovexo_ because SophielovexO was taken. I've checked the SophielovexO Instagram and like that person is very inactive and has not been on Instagram for like, I don't know, like 100 weeks or something. This is the top part of my Instagram right now. My bio is YouTuber LMAO as if, which is like, you know, some irony there, and then I just have my YouTube link right below the bio. And I don't really even know how to describe my Instagram feed. Like I'm going through it right now, and like as you can see, I have a bunch of different types of photos. I repost a lot of things. I don't really know how to describe it. I don't know what type of theme I have. I know that lots of people use the word aesthetic or themes. Like you can have a green plant Tumblr aesthetic theme, or like a black and white theme, a grunge theme. My theme is mainly like art or colorful. Like I like colorful things. I put color borders sometimes on my photos. I put photos that pop out, like this one that says yikes. I like have that popping out. So yeah, I just have like a bunch of different pictures. So basically this is my Instagram, so you can like sort of get a feel of the types of photos that I post. So now we are going to move on to how I actually edit my Instagram photos. So one of the apps that I use a lot is called VSCO Cam. That's on the front page because that's like the main app that I use the most out of all of my apps. And basically what I love about VSCO Cam is that you can choose to have your photos be out in 3 columns, which is exactly like the typical Instagram feed. So before I post a photo onto Instagram, I put it in my VSCO Cam to see how it looks, because I'm not just gonna post a random photo. I want to see how it looks first with the rest of my feed. So yeah, this is my VSCO Cam, just scrolling through it. It's the same exact thing as my Instagram. So I'm using this picture as a test picture. It's just like this picture that I took with my friend. There are so many things that I could do to this photo because I don't have like the typical aesthetic Instagram feed. I don't use the same filter for all of my photos. I use different filters. I could keep this no filter and just like turn up the brightness a little bit, because if you go into settings, you can alter the brightness, like the exposure they call it. So I could turn it up just like to 1 or 2, but keep it no filter. And so I am going to keep the exposure up, but I am also going to add a filter to it as well. Something that I really like for like this type of photo, I might use A6 because it makes it look really cool, I guess you could say. And this is what I actually kept on my real Instagram feed. I did A6, and then I think I put the saturation up a little bit. But yeah, I have A6. That's one of my favorites from the A series. VSCO Cam has like a bunch of different filters that you can use. They have the default ones that they give you, but then they have the ones that you can buy and download. I bought and downloaded some, so I have more than what they would originally give you. So A6 is here. I can use A6, or I can use like black and white. I like B5 because they have X1 and then they have B1, but B5 is my favorite because B1 just adds contrast to it, which I don't really like that much. So I can add B5, and I don't really put it down a lot. Like you could put it up or down, but it still keeps it black and white either way, so I just keep it all the way up at 12. But if I want to still keep the color, then I would just go back here to where there's no filter at all. In the C series, I really like C5 and C8. For this I wouldn't use C8 because it sort of adds like a blue effect, so if I were going to use a C series filter, then I would use C5 and maybe turn it down a little bit. Then they also have HB2. This is like the blue effect that I actually like. I really do like HB2, and then I like P5. I use a couple of filters, but it's like different for every single photo. But for this one, let's stick to a 6. So basically what you can do once you choose your filter, you can do more to it. So I'm gonna go into settings. I already turned up the brightness. You can add some saturation to it if you want, so I could put that up there. Something that I really like doing in my photos is adding like a grainy effect. It looks smooth at first, but then if you add grain, then like you can make it look like, I don't know, vintagey, I guess you could say. For my photos that have grain on it, I would normally put like a word or something on that photo. So I could do that, but I'm just going to keep it smooth because I like how it looks right now. And then another thing that I like doing is I go into highlights, and then you could add like a tint to it. You could add a bunch of different colors to it, and I normally use the purple one and the blue one. For this, I would go for like blue probably. I've seen a lot of questions on that too, like how I make the background on my photos look pinkish, and it's because I use the highlights tint. So that is what I do to get that like tint color. But for this, I'm not gonna do that, and if I were to do it, then I would put on the blue one. But this is basically how I would normally save the average photo of mine. There's like a lot of other complex things that I do too that I will show you. So for VSCO Cam, that's basically it. All I normally do is use the filters, which I already talked about, the ones that I use, and then I use the grainy effect and then the tint. That's what I do to edit my VSCO Cam photos. Another app that I use to edit my Instagram photos is PicsArt and SquareReady. PicsArt is what I do to add text to my photos. I'm gonna go back into my Instagram, and you can see that for some of my photos I add text to them like this. I made this photo myself. I took the photo and then I just put a filter on it that I liked in VSCO Cam. I think it was C5, and then I put on text. And then just for you guys that are wondering, the app that I use to get the little like copyright thing, if you want to copyright your photos, I just use Photo Marker. It doesn't copyright it, but it just like lets people know like this is my photo. I put sophielovexo _ in it, and then I just put words on it using PicsArt. So I'm just gonna do this really quickly for you guys. Then you press edit, and since I already have photos in here, I'm going to use the pink one. All you have to do is go to text, and I normally use the first one that they have, and then I could put something like sophielovexo, put that there, and then it will come up in white. You can choose the color. You can do black, white, whatever you want, and if it's a light photo, then I'll put black. But that's basically how I do it. I use PicsArt for that. PicsArt is free, and also VSCO Cam is free too. For SquareReady, that is like the last app that I use for my photos. This is how I put the borders on my photos, like the color borders. I'm going to use a random photo that I have. This is one of my mirror selfies, and basically SquareReady, what you can do is you can pinch the photo and then put it smaller, like as if you were making a picture smaller. Then you can center it so it goes into the center, like put it to the side, like do whatever you want with it. And then in the corner they have the colors that you can choose. So that's basically how I do it. Like you can put any colors that you really want. So another way that my Instagram feed has the look that it has is by the photos that I actually repost. I like reposting things that I like genuinely really love or like believe in. I post photos like this a lot. I've seen things about like you post photos about like social issues and things like that, which I do, but I only post the photos that I actually agree with or like really like. And then lots of them I actually make myself. Like I made this one myself, the Black is Beautiful one, and then I made this one myself. And yeah, so I just like do things like that, and it adds like a touch to my Instagram. And sometimes I'll post like photography that I take with my actual like professional camera. Take pictures of things that you like, post pictures that you like maybe with your friends or something. That's what I do. I just like post pictures that I love and like of things that I love. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my video. That was it. If you guys want, you can like comment down all of your Instagram feeds, and then like we can all stalk each other's Instagrams. Mine is always in my description box, so if you want to follow me, feel free to do that. Also, while you're at it, you can follow my Twitter, which is the same exact thing. It's sophielovexo_. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'm really happy that I got to do a video that you guys requested for me to do. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all this Saturday with another new video. Bye!